Valentine's Day. Come on in.
We have a soap perfect for the occasion from House of Mammoth.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. We're glad you're here. Come on in, take a load off.
So for our mention today, we just received this package in the mail from AA Shaving.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, she got a pith from Austin at one of the lives on Instagram, and here's
And
the
I got
shirt.
to pick out my shirt. So now I get to see what it actually looks like.
Ooh.
Oh,
Very cool.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
If you saw our Iridium episode, you know we're a big fan.
Oh, and I think we got a sticker.
We got stickers and a card. Yeah, thanks. Oh, no. Oh, I hope you enjoy. Thank you for your support. Enjoy a treat on us from Austin. Oh, thanks, buddy. That's so cool.
Oh.
You know, we can do just a little TV magic here. Hey, not bad. I love it. Thanks, Austin. That was very cool. We can't wait to try another one of those.
I know. We need to get on
There's a couple
that.
of new ones. And for our soap today, I headed over to the House of Mammoth website because those two we have done so far are some of my absolute
needed another one.
favorites. Yo, luxury, just holding the tubs in my hand. Anyway, so I needed another one. So in reading through some of the descriptions, looking for one for Valentine's Day, boy, did I find the perfect one. Because for me, Valentine's Day isn't just about the person you're in love with. There's all kinds of different forms of love and
Just
all
for
kinds of things to be
and-
celebrated if you're going to imbibe in the Hallmark holidays. So, y'all, let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at houseofmammoth.com.
Embrace is my attempt to reach out and give you all a hug. Aw. Inspired by my brother who lives on the other side of the country. Embrace is a warm and rich scent that features things
I can't say any of those. I wanted to look just in case. Wow. So I think this might have been invented or formulated during the lockdown.
That would make sense.
Right, there were a few of the artisans that did similar things where it was just like ways to symbolize ways they were wanting to reach out.
A little
to give
hug
each other
in a
hugs and
tub,
things.
you know?
I'm so excited because House of Mammoth always has a complexity and a richness that's
been a
so
while since we've been
inspiring
able
to me.
to-
Yes, and it's been far too long. So let's unbox this beauty. Elegant presentations. This one was procured from Maggards.
Okay, no.
Oh yeah, don't look at the other soaps. We got Shannon's Barbershop. We don't want you to see. What's the other one? We don't. Oh, a logbook from Noble Otter. We don't want you to see that. So don't peek.
But look at, I forgot it was brown. It looks like a kind of chocolatey or
look
something.
at these tubs. This beautiful, thick, clear tub and this beautiful label on the lid. Yo, embrace. And I think they're even sent out something. I'm so excited. And this is in the Tusk formulation.
All right. It has been too long.
Our third House of Mammoth. All right, let's have a first impression. Okay, I'm going to interview you on this one.
You think?
Yeah.
I feel like I went
have a
first on the last
impression.
one.
No, I went to do this one.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'm letting myself be, hindered by the title. Just a little.
Yeah.
That's the one lane we have.
The last two we got, Shire and Indigo, the colors on the label were somehow so descriptive of those two. I kind of hope it's the same thing going on here.
I like being kind of pointed in a certain direction. So that may be happening, that may be not, but let's see.
All right, take your first whip. Let's see where it goes.
Here's the pour for those who like to see it since it's been a while.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Embrace.
Let's...
Embrace me, my sweet embrace. What do you got?
Oh.
What do you got?
I don't know what, I didn't expect
She
anything
did the head
specific.
tilt, y'all. Cocked her head. There's something curious in there.
There is.
There's something curious in there. What do you got?
I don't know how to say, it's like a warm, comforting wood.
Oh.
With a little hit of something sweet snuck in there.
She got wood for Valentine's Day, yo. This is great.
There's parts in it that are familiar and that my brain can kind of figure those out.
Right.
But then it switches and kind of sweetens up a little. Not gourmandy sweet.
Oh. I'm curious now. Okay, wait a minute. Are we talking leathers? What are we talking about?
No. It could be like a woodsy, cashmere kind of vibe.
Whoa.
Not crazy dark.
Okay.
But right in the middle.
Ooh, sweetness.
Yes, there is a sweetness, but I'm getting more of like an herb somehow.
Oh.
It's like it's not like just a sugar sweet. It's something naturally
This is
sweet.
not going to be what I'm expecting, is it?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm
it's
excited.
totally the lane we wanted for today. I will say. But,
Nice. Okay, here we go. Ready?
But I like that it's different. I like that it's making us think a little bit.
Love
here.
it.
It's not
Yeah,
something we
yeah.
have in our den.
What's the intensity?
Right in the middle, I have to say.
All right, here we go.
Was what I said make any sense at all?
Wow.
Is it what embrace would smell like? I love that it's called that. I don't know if I ever would have put any of those scents together though.
I'm just...
Processing. Hold
some
on.
of these, I need to hook me up to a brain scan. So when I
should.
take these in, you can see that thing light up
During
like the
the whip.
4th of July. This is going to take a little time.
Yes, but it is so a you scent that I didn't want to say too much because I thought it'd be kind of in your lane of like, oh, it's
Now-
checking out the boxes for Marcus here.
Right. My first thought is that I don't know how, but this has the scent signature of a House of Mammoth.
I would agree.
I don't know how.
Very different
because
than the
it's
other two.
Right. It is
Very.
a country mile from the other two, but I recognize the melody. I recognize
This is
the
our
artist.
third, which sometimes happens by now. We can
Right.
start to get to know their little,
But
you know.
glad tidings of great joy, because if you're a House of Mammoth fan, you already know. You already know, just because I can sense that signature. Okay, so let's dive in. Hold on.
Right. Okay, does it make sense that I was getting woodsy out of that?
Woodsy, and then paired with exactly the right unidentifiable citrus to keep it super softly clean. Does that make sense?
Yes, but then do you get a sweet side? Because then
Oh,
it was
yes,
twisting.
yes.
Then it
there,
flips.
There is a sweet side that starts to take you down the gourmand aisle, but then it takes
Nope.
another right turn on you, and it's not gourmand once it mixes with the others.
Agreed.
But it starts you off in a place that's as comforting as breakfast cereal and chocolate cake and coffee and all
It's
of those
almost
things.
like visiting my favorite best friend's house or like my grandma's house, and it's all that cozy corner. Like
Right.
there is a comfy parts to that
yes,
feeling.
and then y'all. Okay, I can't always control what comes spilling out of my
Here.
brain, but I get a citrusy mint is what my brain just like came at
wow,
me with.
that's funny. I didn't get either of those.
So under
that's-
the
that's
dark
comforting.
spiciness, right?
Yeah.
I get a citrus mint is what helps it clean back up. And somehow that citrus, not like a lemon, not like a lime, not like a grapefruit, but something in that citrusy is kind of helping it just clean up with those other spices.
It's funny because I think my brain is finding like the more feminine parts of it, and yours is finding more that cleaner, dapper side almost.
Yes. Oh, dapper for sure. I'm just trying to figure out what that last minty thing is, because it's not a peppermint, but it's like maybe a little bit of a spearmint in where it's mixing with the citrus. It's just, there's a magic trick.
I don't know how it can be so friendly.
Yeah.
Like it really is like a hug that
Charming.
makes you want to smile.
Right.
Charming's a good word. And then there's something very grounding
Yeah.
about it.
Yep.
Like you are safe where you're at. You are comforted for sure. Like
Here's
all
one I've
that
only
feels good.
said in one other review, I think, folks, but this is cozy. You know that feeling of being in for the night? The older you get, the nicer that feeling is, right? Or like John Mulaney says, one of the greatest feelings in the world is canceling plans. Like, oh, that's what I say, right?
I didn't really like
This has the feeling of staying in for the night. This has the feeling of locking the door, turning down the lights, grabbing the remote, grabbing your special little drink there to sit dutifully on the side table, and you are in for the night. Elaine could smell the soap, and she came running.
She
Yeah,
had to
this
help us.
this is just that feeling of everything is done for the day. You get to enjoy. You have earned the rest of your night, and your only responsibility is to fade off to sleep. That's what this feels like.
There's some sort of contentment that is in the smell of that. I don't know. I mean, it makes it does feel
contentment.
like an embrace. You do feel content when you're in a solid, good hug.
That's the word, folks. I'm glad she's here. This is as contented as any soap I've ever smelled. This defines that word.
Right. And I that's why it was funny, because when I was smelling it, I was trying to find the masculine or feminine side to it, and it's not. It's straight down the middle. I feel like whoever's using it will enjoy it, but you are content when you use it.
Yep. And you know, folks, when you do eat like an amazingly good, like a Belgian chocolate or something like that, it just lights your brain up in a way that you know you need to savor the next few seconds. And there is something about indigo. It was originally called Mood Indigo, and something about Embrace by House of Mammoth that just do that for me, and in a unique way in this world where they inform my nose at the very beginning, this is something to be savored. So take it in slowly, experience it slowly, let it wash over you. It's going to take you to new and interesting and mysterious and beautiful places that you've not been before. That's what this does. No wonder they call it aromatherapy.
It really is, though. I've never had those scents put together, but somehow just reading that, the scent off the puck took us immediately to that content place.
I know this seems a little bit weird, but the wisp of grape soda on the breeze.
Yeah, there's something sweet in there, but it's
something childish and sweet and whimsical to balance out all the adult sophistication that's going on in here. And that speaks to the hug.
It does.
Because I think it said something about it was his brother, right? So, when you see your brother, you don't think like business suits and creative dentists. No, you think Fruit Loops and playing cops and robbers. That's what you think of. So it makes sense that there is a little wisp of grape soda or something in there effervescent for me, just to remind you of that little childish experience too.
I know. I really, the more I keep smelling that, I can't place it, but it's something along those lines.
That's what it is for me. It's that mysterious cleanness is a grape soda scent for me. In amongst all these beautiful, rich other scents, which we haven't even read yet. Let's take a look at the scent notes. Ooh!
Yeah?
Ooh! I called the coffee.
You did? Oh, you did!
And there's even a berry in here that I bet you alludes to the grape that I was getting. Okay, let's start at the beginning. So, Embrace is a warm, rich scent that features
pink pepper.
Love it.
That's the first one. Wow.
I see this more and more often in shave soaps, and I'm a little unclear as to what it's doing, but there's just got to be a little spiciness that it adds.
Yeah, and then cardamom.
God, it makes total sense to me.
Part.
Right?
I'm with you.
Here we go. Coffee. And then what I think was that grape soda edge that I was getting that just gives this the perfect childhood edge to that hug is berry.
And it just says berry, which you can pick. You can decide which one and how that works.
Raspberry,
it just says berry.
Berry Gordy, you don't know. And then guaiac wood. We've had this before. Deep, spicy, beautiful, slightly even, maybe floral on its out edges, right?
Yep.
Labdanum.
Oh, look at this next one.
My arch enemy and my best friend,
but it makes sense.
If you went to college with me in the 90s in San Francisco, patchouli was not your friend. But now, in this world,
completely different.
Oh man, yeah, we have made up. We are on the verge of dating.
Then it ends.
And a range. Home on the range of musks.
Yeah, because I wasn't getting a powdery scent.
So
range. It is a musk.
Wait.
Multiple musks, I see.
You ever notice you have to give the House of Mammoth ones an extra half a twist when you open it? I like that. I like that.
Airtight, everyone.
Musks. A range of smell that.
That's so funny because at the beginning I'm like, how is it clean when it's not? And it's staying right in the middle.
And musk for me is that amazing thing. It's like magenta where red meets indigo, right? So for me, musk is where clean and dirty meet.
Yeah.
Like they come together in just the most beautiful and intriguing of ways.
And that does have that fun, like brotherly vibe of hanging out in the woods, running around playing tag, getting all, warm and stuff. And it does have that like good energy going on somehow.
Does. So folks, if you are a newbie to this world and you want to have this soap do what this soap does, you gotta lather it. You gotta put it in a bowl. You gotta introduce a little air and water because those scent notes are gonna also combine in some new ways here.
It's a little bit harder of a soap.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that.
This is Sarah's custom brush and bowl set from Amelia Gardner over at AKA Brushworks, and a gorgeous addition to our den. Yeah, Indigo was so good, y'all. We pushed purchase on 2 more. We got Embrace, and upcoming is the Voices soap that our friend John Latherhog was a collaborator on. And if you are not aware of the Latherhog channel, well, he has a Love a House of Mammoth along with us. Go check that out. John does an amazing podcast and YouTube show. A little more bougie.
Yes.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
I think it's fun that we didn't go with the stereotypical Valentine scents. We were like, no, we need to redefine what Valentine could smell like. Not the typical champagne, chocolate, whatever. We needed our own version. And this oddly fits. We're probably going to have to get the splash because I feel like after this wears off, you'd be sad that you didn't have that aroma staying with you. That cozy little hug,
it just makes me laugh how good it is.
I would agree.
Like, oh my God.
Right? Not that you don't expect House of Mammoth to be good, but you forget how good it really can be. Like even what you think you expect, and then it just takes it and is like, hold on.
Right?
Step back.
It's like,
you're gonna need a minute.
It's like when the little shy person gets up at the end of the night at karaoke and just blows them away. You know what I mean?
In awe, like, where have you been?
You just laugh at how great it is. And that's this. It just doesn't make sense that they're able to make something
like,
this
your brain
smell
can't process.
this good, right?
Yeah, like, what? And now that you've whipped it up, the pink pepper, cardamom, I feel like that blends. And there's something with the coffee with the guaiac part wood that blend, and then the patchouli mixed with the musks, they just blend together, and then the berry stays throughout the whole thing. There's just somehow that's the cozy part.
I'm shook. And you know what? Here's why. And for this thought, we're gonna need to go under the surface a little bit. All right.
Strap in, people.
Somebody asked us, like, why do you do 6 shows a week? Isn't that a little excessive? No. And here's why. Because the level of work that these folks do, we needed to get educated rather quickly.
Yes.
Could you imagine taking this on if we had smelled 6 soaps? We probably would have said it smelled amazing and magnificent, but we wouldn't have had a real context as to how amazing and magnificent.
Or the vocabulary to use.
Right. So y'all, it's incredibly difficult already to add scent to shaving soap. A couple of the artisans themselves have told me soap is a terrible medium for scent.
Some just disappear.
It's just kind of magic, right? That things are able to stick to it and exist the way they do, which is part of why we love this world. Because a home run, it means a home run.
Right.
But here's the thing. Usually when I smell scent notes, there's 1 or 2 that click together and become the lead role of the show. And then there are 3 or 4 that become the supporting players, and there's 7 or 8 that form the ensemble. There's a set, there's some costumes.
Ta-da!
Everybody goes home and has had a good time, right? But the leads are the leads. And even though they're seeking a crazy, amazing balance, 1 or 2 of those notes always tends to rise to the surface and be the one that sort of stands out and stars.
Right.
And you might have a myriad of scent notes, but know that, oh, well, this really just smells like lemon kind of thing, right?
Right.
These scent notes, these are on the balance of a razor's edge so that every single one is present, and not a single one of them sticks out as the prominent note. And maybe that is why I recognize this as a House of Mammoth scent, because Shire does that. Indigo.
Each whiff, you get like a different layer. There's something more that opens up.
So if one scent was going to jump out and poke your nose more than the others, it was dialed back. And dialed back in a way that sometimes it's not about dialing it back. Sometimes it's about turning the other stuff up. It's like mixing music, which is really tricky. And I guess that's why I have such an appreciation for the fact that all 3 of these from House of Mammoth have been in such an extraordinary balance that it is unmatched. I get every single one of those scent notes and in an equal amount. And that's what I love most. Because each voice is being equally heard and is creating a complexity and a sophistication that I rarely see matched.
And there's, even just going back to our first whiffs, we were just so out of words, like trying to pull anything to put them together. And now that we've spent a few minutes with it, it's still just making me as content as it was when I first got a whiff.
Like
if
Halloween,
I want to dig,
Christmas, and Easter rolled into one somehow,
if I want to dig and try and pull things out, I still can kind of. But it is that overall feeling that we're getting more than anything. I think, obviously, clearly impressed with how all of these scent notes come together to make this happen. But I never would have read this list and expected to feel that type of embrace from a shave soap. But here we are.
And I guess at the end of the day, that's the big question. What does it smell like? A million things. But what's it feel like? A hug. Mission.
Just that
accomplished.
content feeling.
So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is be alive during some rare dystopian event like a lockdown and be miles and miles and miles away from those you love, but you have a few amazing essential oils at your disposal. Put them together, think of your family, make a hug, and then share it with the shaving world, because who could better appreciate it? And guess what? House of Mammoth, you helped us all get our own. So head over to their website at houseofmammoth.com, where you'll find this and a wide range of other products. It's special, y'all. This is a special scent, and I love that it sits above average in intensity because it gives me more to explore, gives me more to discover. And what a beautiful, rich, embracing scent this is. And the lather, come on, it's not a crazy thirsty one, but it is a rewarding one. So just use the water that's on your brush and then just add a few drops as you need. And oh, just that beautiful thick hug on my face. And the way the scent notes just kept swirling around me. A hug indeed. House of Mammoth, thank you for this. I'm excited for our next one.
Welcome to Messages. So Rod and Mandy at Sterling have a new soap that's for their pets.
Yes, it's called Friends Till the End, and the pets are on the label. So we thought when we do our episode, we would invite our entire Barbershop Duet family to send in pictures of you with your pets. I don't care if they have fur. I don't care if they have 4 legs. If they are your friend till the end, send those pictures in, and we're going to put a little collage together at the end of our episode.
So email us at WeSentYouAtTheBarbershopDuet.com, your family, and a picture with your wonderful little pet here.
And give us your pet's name. You can use a fake name, but give us your pet's real name.
And then we'll put them all in a collage together, and we can't wait to meet them all.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. So right now, the House of Mammoth soaps are in the second row. There's the front row and the second row so that we can get to them really easy.
But now,
I'm going to be moving these to the front row because I don't want to waste that extra third of a second that it takes to reach to the back row. This is that good.
It is. And I gotta say, clearly we were picking with Valentine's Day in mind.
Right.
But we did not expect to be this baffled by Embrace.
You know what's cool, though? Definitely Valentine-y. This does not have like a sexy edge to it.
Nope.
Because this goes charming, cozy, and a little bit childish at the very end. So I can't think of a better way to experience a hug from your brother, especially when you can't, especially when they're that far away. What a perfect description of the scent of this soap, because without that wisp of grape soda, I think it'd be too sophisticated. I think it'd be too grown up for exactly what this was.
For the holiday, for Valentine's, like if you can't be around people that you love, you can be able to smell this and feel like you have that content feeling. You are in an embrace. People do love you and care about you, even if they're not there in person. Or send this to someone for their Valentine's Day.
Hey, that's a good idea. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.